Food City Center is cooking in prime time on a Saturday night. So glad you can join us. Two rivals in the great state of Tennessee getting set to battle as Volunteers rank 8th in the country. Tangle with fans.
Evan Taylor has come on of late. Of course, Van Allen Lubin had a fantastic game in their last one, so they're going to need someone to step up to help those other two guards.
Vanderbilt controls the opening tip. 7-17, 2-9 in the SEC. Tennessee ranked 8th in the country. Forces an early turnover. Starting five for the Vols. Ziegler, Vescovy, James connect. And Adu. And the connection is made early for three in white. And the Commodores need a good start to have a chance here tonight. Ty Lawrence retreats, he's got to heave one. And connects from distance to tie us up at three. Turnaround, in and out, and the rebound claimed by Adu. Notice Adu, third in the SEC in block shots per game coming in. James for three, and that's a good sign for Tennessee. Josiah Jordan-James. That'll connect this time. Vescovy lost the handle for a moment. Finally reclaims it. Ziegler and Mignon, a great matchup in traffic, and this time it's Ziegler. Ball's coming off a win at Arkansas, an impressive victory. That's another three by Lawrence. 8-3 Tennessee, and here's Connect. Well, but the vision, Vescovy, wide open. 8-point advantage for number 8 Tennessee. Connect inside, picked up by Lawrence. Think about a double team. Josiah Jordan-James with the elbow J, and Tennessee still hasn't missed a shot. Van Allen Lubin against Adu, gives up some size, and he gets rejected. Van Allen Lubin inside, and a chance for three. No, the foul on Nation.
But Vanderbilt, on that opening start of the game, they wanted to make sure Jonas Adu did not touch it, because he has come along, and this guy is a real deal post player.
All right, you gave me a comp with Mignon. I'm curious.
Remember Rex Chapman? What about Rex Chapman?
Tennessee fans are yelling at me
right now.
Yeah,
because he's a Kentucky guy.
They don't like those comparisons. Lawrence inside a strong finish, 15-7.
Well, you know, he's extremely athletic. Tennessee gets about 69 possessions a game. Vanderbilt's at about 64. So
Ziegler the steal. Off the Mignon turnover, the bounce pass. Waka in transition. And a chance for three for number 11. The bucket.
Think about whether or not you want to stand in front of him.
My answer would be no.
Get an open Jordan Gainey waiting at the top of the key, too.
Gainey's had a couple of good weeks. Head coach Rick Barnes. The spin, said this week, there's not a coach in the league that draws better shots and good looks for his team than what Stack does. They run such great stuff. There's NBA concepts. Vescovy open, and Tennessee getting outstanding looks early. And
well, you look at the guys he's got out there now. He's got three freshmen, a sophomore, and a transfer guy in Evan Taylor. Great strong move by Awaka right there. So not only offensively, it's difficult to teach. You know, it takes time. It's a big part of what they were doing early on in the season.
Ranked in the top 15, the team sneaks up on it even on the road. Vera Torres for three. Roberts clears, strong offensive rebound. And a foul call, a late whistle, but the right call. Jason Rivera Torres to the free throw line.
And he's had some really, and that was one of the best advice that I got from the line to get them moving, get them off their spot through Vandy's defense.
Shanib, no, by Rivera Torres. Phillips will get it. Over to A2. Collision, no foul. But up and in by numero 0.
His left hand is fan. Can do that too.
Transfer from USC upstate. He's got the ball now, 2 in white.
His dad's on the coaching staff. And 2 can score it. Woo.
Absolutely. Vescovy, no, the tip in by Adu.
Well, the thing too, him being on the court, right? We saw how Vandy's defense pays, right? They're paying attention to him everywhere he goes, to sending a guy at him.
Ziegler for 3.
Opens it up for other guys.
17 points by that conversation. A2 off the lob and the flush.
But exactly what they wanted on that switch. You guys will be physical, but not to the detriment of the play.
Taylor in and out. Lubin on the offensive glass, up and in, and a big bucket for Vanderbilt. Point lead, 15 minutes in. Lawrence up and in. Incredible. But I mean, we've heard stories, and I've seen it early in the year where he would get after DK, Dalton Connect, making sure that, you know, he's dotting I's and crossing T's. James from downtown. And another three for Tennessee.
Back to the shooter, gets his hand in his face, forces a tough shot. Or a contested three-point shot at the buzzer.
Guys will be talking about Kentucky and Auburn at halftime. Connect inside. Be talking about the front runner, the MVP race, and the Patrick Young. Everybody talk about it. We'll see. Boom, boom, room to follow. Shot clock again down to 5. And Yon elbow, high arcing shot drops. He had a technical foul in the first meeting. Rick Barnes did. The game was never the same. The Euro, the foul, and the basket. Did they count it? I believe so, and Dalton Connect will shoot one.
You get the steal.
That the basket counted.
It was just so quick, 2 seconds up the floor. Wear them out. You want to sort of, you know, just pushing them, and that's, I think, learning and progressing, figuring out how to deal with your team. Each team is a little bit different.
Amateros banks home a three. He'll tell you about it afterwards.
Yeah, I like it. Now that's another guy. He's got the ability to make three-point shots. He's going to get some good looks.
Ziegler, the answer. And freshmen and sophomores everywhere around them.
Yeah, so the health issue, you haven't really had the same rhythm of 5 guys on the court at the same time.
Lubin, spin that one in somehow. 28% from downtown this year. Under a minute to go in the half. Half that has been dominated by Big Orange. A2. And James snuck in there for the easy tip. He's in double figures.
Now, it seems like they've had more than that.
It does.
A couple of tip backs, stick backs.
James a steal. Shot clock is off. Ball's aiming for half 100 in the first half. Ziegler, nasty crossover. Vescovy for 3. 51-20, and number 8 Tennessee with a.
Tennessee is so good at getting out in transition. Steals, blocks. They're out there a couple seconds. That's how they're getting so many open good looks as well.
South Carolina got a 16-point second half lead against LSU at home earlier today. Tigers came back to win it. Josiah Jordan-James now with 13. More than doubled from a year ago, and rebounds per game, nearly 8 per contest. It's a major factor for head coach Rick Barnes.
Being at practice yesterday and getting a chance to watch them.
Lubin from downtown.
Iron sharpens iron deal with Jonas Adu going against Awaka every day. Making both of them better players.
Adu on cue, and he's got 8.
3 seasons. Adu has improved every year.
Ty Lawrence a step back from the elbow. Pops out to connect. Head to Ziegler, that's another 3, and it's good. The rebound. Thiago gets an open look, and he drains one. 11 of 22 from downtown. Vescovy now with 12.
As well as Tennessee is shooting the ball, as well as they are moving the basketball from side to side, advance pass, you got to identify the shooters out there, and it's just, that's the kind of stuff that Coach Stackhouse is looking, saying, fella, in and open jumper for Vandy.
Balls with 11 threes tonight. Points off of turnovers have been incredibly.
To jump that fadeaway, strong fadeaway over just about any defender that's guarding him.
Shooter, we haven't talked a lot about Connect tonight because Tennessee hasn't needed him to do probably as much as it will need him to do down the stretch, but you talk to
And
elbow jumpers everywhere.
Everything. And what's special about accept him and the talent that he is and allow tournament.
And perhaps a hidden component of what this championship recipe could look like. Connect again, and
just from the different side of the floor.
To figure out who's going to emerge from these packs of teams. And South Carolina, if you missed it, upset at home today by LSU by 1. An incredible comeback by the Bayou Bengals. But Bama, Auburn, Tennessee, who do you like coming down the stretch? What's going to be critical for these teams, in your opinion?
Well, I think guard play. You know, if you look at some of their schedules, where they're going to be playing those games, just because of how difficult it is to get wins on the road, as you see in this environment. And they've got 10 guys, but they have 2 different positions, as Coach Seth Greenberg likes to say, is like Noah's Ark. They got 2 of everything.
Well, they're 2 deep everywhere.
Right. I texted with Coach Oates, because I played on the team in 9. It's just the thing about Kentucky is if they can just get a couple of
first time for Tennessee. 43 and white.
NBA talent. Really talented.
Torres, all about the step back, 2 to shoot.
Father played in the NBA, Chris Carr.
And they're knocking on the door maybe of a special season. And
they win by 2 against LSU. Back to playing as good as any guard in the entire league. But another second-year coach that came in and identified, kind of like identifying the big fella
late as UK came back. So it's a team that is starting to find its groove at the right point of the season. Good look inside. Roberts was swatted down hard and a late whistle.
Okay. So if you look at it, it's going to be one heck of a finish for Tennessee. And you're talking about, obviously Missouri struggling now, but on the road at Missouri.
Block of the lob. Brought it down and was fouled. Roberts snuck in from behind. For a moment, it felt like lid was going to blow off this. Him on the floor tonight. This is his 11th appearance for 40.
The depth, right? So for him, practices.
Ball's in transition. Shaq. That shot blocked. And Carr climbing the ladder. The foul was already called. Rivera Torres likely to shoot 2 after that sequence.
What was so impressive, 5 minutes after practice.
It's a long time.
He takes out his cell phone. So very detailed, and this still,
Isaiah West with 3 personal fouls back on the floor. The crossover against Carr. Unable to spring free. On a little bit of time outside to Taylor. That's a triple. 3 bodies hit the floor, including a Waka. For 3. Mayshak, the offensive rebound. Tried to dunk it. And here's Taylor. Splash that one home in front of Gainey.
From 3-point line's been kind for Evan Taylor.
Here's a steal. Rivera Torres, 1-on-2. Take it anyway and bury it.
And every time I've seen Vandy's games, Rivera Torres has been really good. Active hands, a lot of deflections.
Gainey, Adu clears outside to Carr and a 3. There's 7 minutes to go.
Another good job, defensive job, to stay in front, force a tough shot.
You can see his potential.
To laugh about that with him today. Transition opportunity here for Tennessee. A little out of control.
Head to Isaiah West. And at the rim, they'll count the basket. Our crew pregame, I just wonder if he's just calmer because his team is so good.
Right.
Ranked in the top 10. The defense is there. The offense has been better. Carr with an opening. He'll splash home his second 3.
Just taking what the defense gives you.
So Carr under 20% from behind the 3-point arc this year. Now with 2 threes here in the second. Carter laying a step back.
But the reference is, can you coach guys? Want to come see why he's not playing?
I love that.
I'll send you video.
But he said, no, it just helps me remember what's important in my life. And he pulled out of it. No. Phillips on the offensive glass and a fresh 20. do. He's fouled hard and appears to be okay. Wow. Boy, we have seen some tough tumbles tonight.
See there, Carter Lang knew what was coming. And he knew it.
Convincing victory at 92-63. He's got 3 blocks tonight, so almost twice his season average. Carr got it back. Adu gets another touch and a dunk. 11 on the board for numeral 0. No. Under 5 minutes here in Knoxville.
That guy right there, Jemai Meshack. That you win championships with guys like him. Right, he loves.
Called on Graham Colton, that's his first. So both teams now going tight. Phillips, a freshman from Jacksonville. It's Jacksonville, Alabama. Good to see PY in the studio tonight. Listen to the guys talk about the events of today that come back by LSU. DeLeon, yes!
9-3 Auburn right now, but Auburn's on the ropes right now.
I mean, it's a 12-point lead by Big Blue Nation in the jungle. 45-33 the last time we checked. That's a 3, and it goes down for Colton. 2 of 5 from the floor, and both of those makes behind the 3-point arc. Approaching 2 to go. If Kentucky were to hold on at Auburn,
we're going to peak in March.
And serve round of applause.
And Coach Stack offense for you, gives Ezra Munyon a break.
Hurst on the floor, he'll get a touch, 23 in white.
He's gonna shoot it.
Got to take advantage. Carr the runner, he's got 8.
You just see his length and athleticism and his soft touch. He can get off just about any shot out there.
Air ball from deep.
Players can't even get themselves open to be able to put up those.
Coming when
exactly.
She steps back another 5 feet somewhere deep.
You can see what he's got. And when my Coach Barnes is really talking, it's up to him how good he wants to be.
Colton was fouled on the 3 by Phillips. Barnes did indicate, you mentioned this too, it's important this time of this.
There's the physical, right, fatigue you get, right? So there's all kinds of ways that coaches and how they do it these days are much different. And back in, we used to roll out the VHS with the huge television.
Lane comes up short, Hurst the rebound. You said it really old with that commentary.
VCR, VH, Beta, whatever.
Big win for Tennessee, number 8 holding serve at home, never challenged against Vanderbilt. It's a 13-point game in Nashville 3 weeks ago. Totally different story tonight, 88-53 the final. 2 good friends in Rick Barnes and Jerry Stackhouse exchanging pleasantries midcourt. And the Vols pick up win number 9 in the SEC, and now 12-1 at home this year. Quite impressive.
It really was. How they shared the basketball, how they defended. You know, I think that's important too. You got to see multiple guys